Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Happy Friday to you. We're taking a look here at BCH, Bitcoin Cash, seeing what's going on. Got a lot of requests for this one. That's the main reason for our covering, of course. And in case you're curious why I cover coins that are pumping, is because people are typically wanting to find out what to do next. So that's the whole point of this, right? Teach you best practice and big picture. If you want best practice, come on over to our Discord. Got some awesome profits there for Bitcoin. Took two separate short positions, one 4 days, the other one 2 days ago, roughly, and we took a nice healthy percentage there. And that happened this morning when I was asleep. That's the great thing about automated trading. It takes care of things for you. I have all that set up on my basically on my Crypto Cash Premium account. So if you want to consider joining, come on over. Welcome aboard. Also, thank you to my 140 followers so far that have followed us on Cash Trading at Twitter. Be sure to jump on over there if you want to kind of stay abreast on fundamental technical data and just more important, stay in communication. It's great to be able to contact and communicate with our members and just know that it's an awesome place. Very last thing too, obviously we have a new exclusive event here for BingX, only available till July 31st. For my members only, we're looking at $50 USDT bonus just by depositing that much yourself. And you get a $100 bonus for trading with 3,000 USDT. And I tell you what, that's super easy. It's pretty much one trade if you use 20x leverage, right? So really simple to be able to achieve that. All right, so we're going to take a look here at BCH. It does look like it's dumping fairly strong here in that sense. And I'll go and makes friends. We're hitting this resistance level. And let me just go ahead and start with the outside looking in here so you can kind of see. We got this strong increase here. Keep in mind, these Fibonacci retracement levels are reversed. So if you are curious how I got that, basically just you go here and you choose reverse. And I drew from the most recent low to the most recent high. And you're probably asking yourself, wait, that's not the most recent high. Yes, it actually is, because yesterday's candlestick closed and today's hasn't yet. All right. So when it comes to retracement, you really want to kind of go with the most recent data, but also important that you recognize that candlesticks are constantly moving. And with this 24-hour candle, it hasn't closed yet. We've got $5 hours and 50 cents left. Okay, 50 cents. Sorry, 5 hours and 50 minutes left, not 50 cents. Of course, it could be money, right? Money is time. Time is money. Okay, anyways, what I'm getting at here is that we got their levels here, and if you kind of take a look at the big picture, 1.414 is a strong rejection point. This level here also at 265-ish, right in that range, is established being a previous support level, and when this coin was ICO'd on Bybit, effectively that was the starting point. Okay, so that's really where the price averages itself out the most. We see the most amount of support there. So the price does pull back. That would be in a pretty strong pivot point, if you will. Okay. So again, just some cool stuff there in that sense. Looking good here for BCH. Obviously, it's up very strong. Tremendous amount. And if we look at this here, roughly 1 week of trading, maybe 10 days to say almost 200%. So congrats to whomever was able to catch that. We caught a nice little short right in this range here a couple of days ago, but again, don't recommend shorting this coin. Obviously, at this point, it's gone down by a significant margin since I started recording. So, of course, there is a potential opportunity there. But that opportunity may be gone by the time you watch this. You never truly know. That's how trading is. Okay, anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about why it's probably pulling back here. First of all, we're overextended, right? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that we are in overtime here. So we've got, you don't have to necessarily count these first 6 days, but if you don't, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 10 days into this momentous trend, okay? So 10 days, we should be at like a 9+1, but basically we're in overtime. And if you're curious what I'm talking about, TD sequential just takes the fourth previous candlestick and counts up to a 9. Once you hit a 9, it's supposed to pull back. Obviously, it didn't happen, but we're at a 9+1, and there's a good chance that we're going to see the price pull back as it has already. Now, again, there's no guarantee it's going to drop from here. We want to look at smaller time frames. This Fibonacci level here at 1.272 could hold, but at this point, it's hard to say honestly. It's kind of, I wouldn't say a flip of a coin, but if you just look at the bird's eye view here and say we're overextended, I'm going to short, it's not the way to do it. Okay, that's just a small factor. So we are overextended. We can see that. We can see stochastics essentially has this little pivot and a bounce. We got RSI bouncing off of 70 as well. That's standard momentous trend that we commonly see, and money flow index is high. So there's no reason to want to kind of short into this. I know it seems kind of crazy. It probably will continue to drop, but it's one of those things where you got to be kind of careful with how you do it, because it's a difficult situation when the price can continue upwards like this. These kind of trends they'll just keep blasting. There's a lot of volume. I guess that's the bottom line here. You see this amount of volume here. Yes, it's pushed up a lot higher than it should have. It probably squeezed right through that likely resistance zone at 264/257. So the volume's increasing because the shorts turned into long positions, right? But the bottom line here is that outside looking in, short doesn't seem like a great idea at this moment, even though it's very, very juicy and appealing. Okay. So let's see if we can kind of verify that and see what's going on. First of all, we're seeing stochastics kind of shift downwards here. We're also coming closer to 70 on the R side, but we haven't officially broken below that. So we still got some support in the range that we're at right now. We can also see here too, if we take a look on TD sequential on the 4 hour, we just hit a 9 as well. So when you see more than 1.9 on a 4 hour time frame, that's cause for concern. Now, there was a lot of consolidation between the last 9 and the current 9, right? So we got these guys here. There's a tremendous amount of time frame where the price goes sideways before it legs up. So the truth is right now, with the price being where it's in a pretty good place. It may not drop down, but there's a good chance that we could see that because we are hitting that second overextended state. But it's a healthy continuation prior to that. So this is not an unhealthy. I mean, you look at the 1 day candles and they're just straight up, right? But if you look at this is a nice little up over pattern. This is really not that bad. It's pretty good. So to me, I like to see this. This gives us that healthy continuation potential, and the likelihood of the price continuing upwards is still great. All right. So let's take a look at the 1 hour and kind of see where we're at here. Probably a similar scenario, but it's kind of all over the place too. We can see some of these large candle wicks. Obviously, there was a correction here. That's when Bitcoin kind of dumped this morning, and effectively has recovered since. But the bottom line is that BCH is not slowing down. Okay, so we don't see any consistency here with 8s and 9s or anything more than that. So TD sequential isn't really telling us too much. We want to take a look at the cloud and kind of verify here that within the next 5 to 6 hours, we may want to consider closing your long position. There's potential for the price to pull back. Okay, now keep in mind, this can move fast, especially with leverage. So please be careful. Use low leverage and low position size. But the bottom line is that congrats if you're in the green, but there's a good chance that this window of opportunity might be coming to an end, because if it doesn't leg up again, it really just says that you should take some profits because a long position may be less viable. But we still have momentum. We still are above the cloud. There's no reason to, again, just close everything and call it. I would maybe consider taking some profits. I like to close, 60, 70% of my position and let the rest ride. So maybe you consider something like that. Yes, it could continue higher, but it's been up for a while, and it would make more sense for the price to pull back in the next few days than it would to continue higher, just based on an overextended state. And there's a lot of overextensions here we're seeing. So really what we can disseminate here is that it's not ready to pull back yet, but it's getting close. If the price does pull back, it should happen within the next 5 to 10 hours. And between now and then, I think it's recommended to just consider waiting on the sidelines. Like, I honestly was about to short at 320, wish I had. But that's how trading is. You consistently miss opportunities, but the ones you take after you evaluate them and understand what's going into them, the better off you're going to be, right? Again, there's a reason why we have consistent profits on a lot of our different scenarios here. Like, take this for example here for our BingX. This is just an account I created here recently. You can follow me if you like. We got 5 copiers. Basically, we're looking at just consistent earnings. I've only made $150 in a week. That's okay. Start off at a loss, but that's just kind of how it goes. And I've had 7 good trades since then. It's all good though, right? All this is available here on BingX. And again, I'll include a link for this here soon as well down below, so you can kind of see that and follow it if you want. But we're going to have some really cool stuff coming to BingX, and it's a really great exchange. And I think I mentioned this earlier, but make sure you check out this new exclusive event, only available until the 31st of July. And if you use this link, you'll be eligible for future competitions and things that are available to my members only, right? So it's kind of cool. Be sure to use it. No VPN or KYC required. So to summarize though, make it simple. Low leverage, low position size at this point if you're going to take trades, and make sure that you prepare for a pullback. It would make a lot more sense for the price to retrace, considering we're hitting these resistance levels. But if we do close, just say we average out at 300 or so, 305 today, there's a good chance it'll probably continue to consolidate, and maybe can even furthermore continue to leg up. We just need to see some consolidation first before we can expect the next increase. I know it seems crazy. It's got a lot of momentum, a lot of money coming in. But for the moment, it seems like this initial push getting rejected multiple times like this, it's going to need to retrace first. When you take a look at previous times when it kind of spikes up like this, it takes a little while before it can actually break through those levels, right? So I think it's getting a little greedy here to be able to break the 326. I think consolidation at 305 makes more sense. I'm looking for a pullback, honestly. I would say a good long position would be in the the 265 range. As I mentioned before, that's a previous resistance turn support. So the price does pull back that level, we'll go ahead and verify that. So I'm just going to go ahead and add an alert, just kind of pay attention to that later. In the meantime, potentially consider a short depending on how this window of opportunity closes, right? If we take a look at the 15, we can see stochastics coming down. It's a little too late to get in here, but generally speaking, I think at this point, if the price consolidates further, we should be able to see it go sideways. Okay, again, I know a lot of contradictions, and that's how trading is. It truly is. But generally speaking, this is a strong coin right now, and betting against it's not ideal, but it should be nearing the end of its increase here, right? It shouldn't go much further. I hope it does. Has potential, absolutely. But should it, from a technical standpoint, it shouldn't, right? So just keep that in mind. I hope that makes sense, and this was clear and concise. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next one. Once again, help us grow our Twitter. Come on over if you want to become a better trader. CryptoCash.tech is the site. Link down below. We'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your day.